These last several years, I've been very depressed. And I can't really pinpoint exactly what event, set it off. But for the few people who are in contact with me, you guys kind of know like what it is, like what's going on. Um, I don't know, man. Just like my entire life, like even when I was a child, obviously I didn't understand what these emotions meant, but I've kind of always had some kind of just sadness in me. And as much as I don't want to say it, as much as like it's wrong, I just don't think I'm meant to be happy. Because honestly, it feels like no matter what I do, this isn't a sob story, by the way. I'm just saying, no matter what I do, it just isn't enough, doesn't help. I'm just doing the wrong things, talking to the wrong people. And I've kind of had a realization that, like, I've reached my max. Like, I don't think I could take anymore because I have BPD. If you guys don't know what that is, it's borderline personality disorder. A lot of the time people have an idea in their head of what it is, but as a man, and I'm not being sexist here, the difference between men and women who have BPD are very different. A lot of the time the men have a very similar personality as me, where it's just like a very confusing, it's just very misunderstood, I guess would be the word. And emotional, sensitive, whatever you want to say. I have no guilt in saying, like, I'm fucking sensitive, dude. I've always been sensitive. But, and I cry easily, like a lot. But I feel like in the past when I would cry, there'd be a, just reason. Like, I'm not like a literal like crybaby where I cry over spilled milk. And even then, a lot of people who I've dated or were friends with, they didn't want that. Like, it was just kind of like gross and it turned them off. And that's something that hurts. I'm not going to lie. It definitely hurts for sure. But you know what? I want people to see that. It's okay to cry, dude. So an example of this is I'd just be watching some stupid shit on YouTube. Just a TV show or just something stupid, something goofy. And out of nowhere, I'll just like start fucking sobbing. And that's it. When I got to that point, that's kind of where I realized, like, yeah, this is like worse than normal. Like, normal was bad, but this is like worse. I'm in like despair, I guess would be the word. As much as I want to say the right answer of saying, oh, just go to therapy, take medication, work out, be healthy, I do all of those things. And truthfully, the gym does help. I'm not going to be one of these fucking gym bros. It's like, oh, bro, you just got to do some deadlifts and eat some steak, bro. That's the fucking answer. No, like, truthfully, if I didn't work out, like, it would actually be worse because it's something I've always liked to do, and it definitely is a release, and that definitely helps. But the therapy and the medication, I don't know what it does. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just haven't found the right therapist. My therapist currently is awesome, by the way. No shade at her. Or maybe I'm just not correctly medicated. I'm still working on that. I've been through a few different antidepressants and whatever, mood stabilizers, whatever you want to call it. But as much as the right answer would be saying like that's how you solve it, it's really not. It's really up to me, And that's fine. Like, I'm somebody who, like, I actually have like self-realization and I can look at myself, find the things that are wrong and try to correct them. Like, I actually have, sometimes to a fault, sometimes too much. Like, sometimes I just try to correct things that nobody even cares about. And the thing about me is, I think I am so fucking emotional a lot because I'll just see me putting in so much fucking effort and like caring, and then there's people who don't, and it just makes me fucking sad, dude. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And I just want to be happy, man. I know the saying is happiness comes from within, but a lot of the time happiness comes from other people that love you. And there is a lot of people that love me. I'm very close with my immediate family still, obviously. And I have friends, and I genuinely do have people who care about me. But I don't know what it is. My brain just won't let me do certain things, and it like always puts me in a state of like just unhappiness. And I don't think I've really had people get the vibe of like, this guy is kind of an asshole, maybe we shouldn't like hang out with him. It's not really like that, because anybody who knows me and has hung out with me, they know that like I'm actually enjoyable to be around. Like maybe I'm quiet, whatever, but like I'm definitely not like a party pooper or whatever. Like, I'm definitely somebody who just wants to have a good time. I just want to have a good time. And sometimes that involves the wrong people and the wrong things, but I just want to have a good time. I just want to be happy, and I'm never going to give up, never going to, just say, fuck it. But I have just reached a point where it's just so hard to just do like daily life, And that's the thing about me. I don't give up. I care. I put in effort. I do. I don't know. I feel like I do the right things. There's just something fundamentally wrong, I guess, with my brain. Talking about this made me think of when I was in elementary to middle school. I don't think it happened in high school, but like I had like severe anxiety. I mean, I still have severe anxiety, but I didn't even know. I was undiagnosed until I was like 22. But there were points where I literally passed out in class, hit my fucking head, and like had a seizure. And I've had several neurologic events, let's say. And my latest one was about 1.5 years ago. And I was explaining to one of my friends, this is crazy. Like, this just shows you like how deep like your mind will go. So I was telling one of my friends about the time that I was at work and I had a concussion and a seizure. Like I hit my head that hard that I had a seizure. And as I was telling this story, I fainted. And that was my latest neurologic event. And that's kind of something that I've never really opened up about this to somebody, because I opened up one time and it like terrified them. But I haven't been making videos, not because I don't want to. I literally have a notes app that I made like December of last year, where I said, all right, these are the videos I want to do. This is the schedule. I'm going to do this, do this, do this. And it makes me even more sadder that I literally could not do it. Like I would be talking and I would either just fucking start sobbing, and you guys don't want to hear that, or the words would not come out of my mouth. Like, I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't know if it's like something fundamentally wrong with my brain. I've been to a neurologist. They cleared me. I have epilepsy, not like seizure disorder epilepsy. I've had listen, just like everything else with me, it's confusing. So, I mean, you guys don't need to know my entire like medical problems. It's my own shit. You guys don't care, quite frankly. But like I do have epilepsy. And thankfully, it's not like debilitating where I can't like drive or do a lot of like normal things. But that is when I got diagnosed with epilepsy. And it's just like the words will not come out of my mouth. I've always had that problem, but it's even worse now. Like you guys have, anybody who's followed this channel from the beginning, like I used to make kind of a lot of videos. It used to be like a couple a week. And then when there was a, saga, I made like several a day. And I've just like am at a point where the words will not come out, and it scares me. And this isn't just when I'm being recorded. It's just in general conversation. I'm just like, wait, what is wrong with me? Why am I struggling to fucking talk? Like, this is ridiculous. I think all my mental problems kind of came to a head when I had an ex-boss who's a genuinely evil person. Like, he put his hands on me. He would lie about me constantly, just be a dick. And I think the worst was he, when I had to miss a lot of work, he basically made up a lie that I was in a mental institution and that's why I wasn't at work. And I mean, that shit happens. And the people I work with, I think they just asked me about it out of concern. And I said, no, I had something else happen. I didn't go into detail, but I'm like, no, I just had, a neurologic event happen. And they're like, oh. And I said, you know what? What if I was? Because when I was recovering from that neurologic event, I was strongly considering that. Not necessarily like I couldn't function in society, but more so like somebody just look after me, because I'm alone all the time. And, you don't want to have a seizure and have somebody not have you come to, and then I'm dead. So that was a very real thing that I was considering. Thankfully, I just gave them my information. And to be honest with you, the reason why I didn't pull the trigger, it was too fucking expensive. Literally 1 month of like being an inpatient, it was like more than the money that I would make in a month. So I'm just like, fuck, I got to do this myself, like everything else. And that's kind of when I realized, like I'm fucked up, but people know I'm fucked up. And now that I'm even more fucked up because they know I'm fucked up. That sounded weird, but you know what I mean? And it's kind of, like I said, I have anxiety. That's definitely heightened that. And it's just like, I don't know. I just don't know what to do besides, just keep moving. Just keep those feet moving and try my best. Like, I'm a very motivational person. I'm actually studying. I passed the exam, but like I'm about to become a personal trainer. And part of being a personal trainer is motivation. I feel like I'm very motivational to people, not even just like in a fitness sense. Like people who've worked out with me, people who've come to me for like fitness tips, they know I'm like a motivational guy. Like I'm very upbeat and I tell them like, hey, this is what we're going to do. So that's not going to like take the air out of my sails, as they say, but I just don't know what I have to do. And it's just like, I'm kind of at like a point in my life where like I'm too old to be fucking around, dude. And, like I just can't do this shit anymore. Like I got to get it together. Got to get my shit together, And that's another thing. Like I feel like time is running out. It's not, dude. Like I'm young. Listen, I have a month left of my age starting with a 2. It's not over, all right? It's honestly, if you look at life in like the grand scheme, the bad points of my life haven't even really been a significant time period. But that doesn't change the fact that in my head, I'm just like, I got to do something, which I don't think is wrong. Like I said, it's like some self-realization shit. But it's just more so like I don't know what to do because whatever I do doesn't pan out. That's really all I got to say. Anyways, this honestly felt really good to talk to. I really don't care if anybody makes fun of me for like being vulnerable or whatever. I truthfully don't. I'm like I said, I'm sensitive about a lot of things, but telling people how I feel, even if there's tears in my eyes and I say it, is something that is not, I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid. So be fearless, be mindful, all that shit. That's all I got to say. I'll see you guys